Ramiro, Melissa, and Leroy, today's National Road Trip Day because everyone's going to be taking a bunch of people are going to be driving for the vacation.
God.
For a Memorial Day, but
traffic everywhere.
Yeah, somebody who's going to be driving straight to the mechanics is Melissa. Can I just say, okay, before I tell you the story, Melissa, can you do me a favor? Can you put that video up on your Instagram story or the GetUp crew one or something?
God.
Because here's the thing, I'm
Here we go.
I'm very proud of our friend here because normally I'm walking outside. This is gonna be Melissa all weekend long. Drunken outside the mechanic waiting for her car to get fixed.
I could say on the side of the road, the highway.
So here's her
Mine
thing.
is drunk.
You can hear. Hold on. I hope I don't swear in this.
Oh God, have to dump it.
That's one. Hold on. There's two. Hold on. I definitely. I think I might swear in it. Hold on.
Oh jeez. So you probably do because you swear all the time. So Melissa. Okay, so she's somebody who normally, and I always give the car analogy where like something's wrong with her tires, her check engine light comes on, the car's driving funny, and she'll come in and complain about it. And we're like, are you going to do anything? And she goes, no. And then something happened, same thing the next day. She complains about it, but doesn't do anything. And then eventually her car just like stops in the middle of the road. And she's like, guys, you're not going to believe what happened. And we're like,
I believe it.
Your car died. How'd you know? We saw it coming. But she never does anything in the lead up to the thing happening. She always kind of just like lets it ride. So she shows me this video this morning of every possible light that could go on in your car, warning you of something.
Yes.
Was going off in her car yesterday.
Yeah.
And I looked at her and I said, and you're not going to do anything about it, are you? And she said, no, I have an appointment today at the mechanic. And I almost fell off my chair.
He did. He was very shocked.
What? Unbelievable.
I got to give a shout out
Your car must be driving like crap, the fact that you're taking it to the mechanic before it dies.
Yes. So shout out to my mechanic, Derek.
Discount.
Derek works
free tires.
at Expressway
Toyota. Oh, there it is. Emissions test free.
Yeah, no.
What else?
He's great. No, the reason
Do
why
you want
I'm
to give his
shouting
last
him
name and his
out,
hours of operation?
a discount per se.
Se.
He's one of those mechanics that he won't like say you need XYZ to get more money. He'll be like, no, you don't need that. You don't need that. You only need this. And that's what I like about him and I respect about him. So he's great. But I sent him for like the last week, right? When I go to start my car, it would like shake. And I'm like, what the hell?
I didn't know cars can catch the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, no,
I don't know
it's
what
having
it
a
was
seizure.
catching. But one point,
and Mel's just like, put it on its side so the tongue doesn't go down the throat.
At one point this week, when I started it and it was shaking, I started to drive while it was shaking and the lights started flashing. I'm like, oh my God. And I stopped the car. But then it was driving fine. But whatever.
You ignored the...
I did. So I sent him... I asked him what it could be, and he said he thinks it's a misfire. He called it a misfire, which I guess happens if there's like a loose spark plug or like an emissions thing. It could be one of several issues.
Or somebody who never takes care of their car and gives it regular maintenance.
So yesterday, when the shaking happened, all of a sudden, every single light in my car went up. Every light. Now it's blinking. You know how when you get like I have a Honda, by the way. If you have a Honda, you'd know. It's a CRV and the lights come on, it'll say emissions problem or tire pressure problem or brake emission problem or something. Well, every single one of those problems is blinking, flashing.
Yeah.
And the check engine light is blinking, flashing. And I'm like, what is going on? So I sent him the video.
Just turn it off and turn it back on. Turn it off, unplug it, wait 20 seconds.
No. He's like, listen, just come in. So I'm going in later today, which I'm sure they're going to be slammed because it's the long weekend and everybody probably either has an issue with their car or if not, they need to get it fixed before they leave for the weekend. So
before I give you credit for taking the car in, are you taking the car in and they're looking over it for free? Or
no.
if they find issues?
Yeah, they're going to have to find. Yeah, I'm going to have to take care of it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll give you credit then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I remember one time I had my car in getting... it was getting something done to it. So I had a rental car. and I was driving on what highway was it? I forget. Anyway, that's not pertinent. What's pertinent is in front of me, I see all the cars. It was traffic, but I see all the cars in front of me. It was like moving traffic. Like, it's full, but you're still driving. But the cars in front of me, I kind of see them swerving to the left, swerving to the right, swerving to the left, but I couldn't figure out what it was. You know how you're kind of looking. All of a sudden, the car in front of me just swerves real quick, and I look, and there was an orange cone on its side, right in my lane.
Oh, I remember you telling me this story.
So it was too late for me. I couldn't do anything because there was cars on both sides of me, and it was like all on top of me. So like, I hit the brake, but like I still drove over it, and it literally was like, that's what my car did. And I was like, crap, okay, let me just keep moving again because I don't want to mess up traffic. 10 seconds later, every possible light, my car just went, and every possible light that could light up in the car. It wasn't like Melissa's where it's like it alternates and goes check engine, emissions. It was everything. There was just the entire front dashboard lit up. I was like, holy crap, I've never seen that before. So luckily, I was maybe 10 minutes. I just got on the highway, so I was maybe 10 minutes from my house.
I wasn't yesterday when this happened.
Well, here's the funny thing. So I made it home, but I could tell the car was like fading when I made it home. Called the rental place, and I'm like, yo, you guys got to come pick up this car. They go, what happened? I go, I drove over a cone. Every light came on. They go, is it driving? I said, yeah, but it's not. I made it home, but I don't know if I could drive it to the place. They said, well, go out there right now and turn it on. I turned it on. It turned on. They go, just bring it in. I said, I don't know if I'm going to make it. And they said, no, you'll make it. They were confident that I was going to make it, right? So I'm driving as slow as possible. You know, like when you press down on the gas, like when you have maybe a 4-cylinder and you press down and it takes a while for the car to kick in. I was doing that, but the car never kicked in. It would like move, but it never kicked in. I pulled in, pulled into the rental place. I see the parking spot. As I get in front of the parking spot, the car dies and it slides into the spot, right? Literally slid and died. I walk in the spot and they said, we told you you'd make it. And I threw the keys to the guy and I go see what happens with the car right now. He went out there, the car wouldn't start.
Of course.
It literally, God was like, I'm going to give you enough power to make it to the spot.
Lucky.
Yo, but it was crazy.
Well, say a prayer for me today because I honestly don't know.
I'm not praying for you. You messed up enough. You need to learn your lesson.
No,
I want
Melissa's
car to die on the way to the mechanic.
No.
Quick question. How often do you get an oil change?
I just had one.
How often?
I don't know.
All right.
Before that, I'm not sure.